noises. No? I think they're okay. Welcome. Oh, they are making noises. I can hear the noises. Welcome. Live streaming this morning from Scarborough. So this morning I went to Pilates and I'm in a different little area than I normally am. I'm a bit higher. So it's kind of going around the point of Scarborough. Over there you can see in the background Bribie Island. I don't know if you can see that. Bribie Island's in the background. There's another island over here. That's Morton Island. How are you, mate? We're in a completely different area than we normally kind of hang out and walk. I'm just doing a gentle stroll after Pilates. I did a stretch class this morning. And I'm scouting a place to paint, actually. Oh, yeah, we can go down here. Perfect. So I've parked my car down there. There's some stairs that go down to the water down there, and there's some stairs just here. So we're going to go down here. Hold on to your hat. It's a bit windy this morning. I really like that building. I like how it's kind of curved around, and you've got the spiral stairs on the deck on the top there. I like that. Those apartments have been there for a long time. There's a lot of new ones though popping up. So the down this end of Redcliffe is quite a more expensive area. You have a lot more fancy apartments, bigger houses. Oh, it's actually quite cool. Hey, Debbie Sue. Hey, Susan. How you going? Morning, love. Afternoon, Simply Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue saying, what happened to your account? So, guys, we're going to go down to the foreshore. No dogs. No dogs on foreshore or beach. Dogs must be on leash. So maybe you're allowed to bring your dog down here, but not. That doesn't make any sense. No dogs on foreshore or beach. Dogs must be on leash at all times. Please pick up after your dog. Okay. So I've never taken you down here, guys. So it's nice that Debbie Sue, and nice that Susan, I can get to show you my friends. This beautiful area. Like if Debbie Sue came to visit me, I would take her here. If Susan came to visit me, I'd take her here. Now, I've just realised my mistake. I am wearing the wrong shoes. If you have a look down here, it's quite rocky and it's got a little seagrass down there, which is fine if you're wearing running shoes, not in thongs. Thong. We call these thongs in Australia. Thongs. Just saying, thongs I put on my feet. So interesting. It's like a wave in here. I love playing in here. See how it's got like a wave? So that's obviously man-made, guys. Man-made to help with the erosion down here. So if you look a bit further up, you can see the red cliffs. That's not man-made. That is the red cliffs of Redcliffe. So the big boats came in from England once upon a time through the bay here, and they saw all these red cliffs. And they said, let's call this place Redcliffe. Pretty cool, eh? It's very, very nice. Most times this is actually high tide. Oh, someone's put a nice rock strategically there. Now, Dora's probably not smart to walk through here. Is Dora going to do it anyway? Probably. Okay, let's do it anyway. Let's just skirt it out. Is it? No, it's all right. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Whoa, that's okay. Sloppy. Okay. That's beautiful, eh? Yeah, they would keep you fit, wouldn't they? Susan running up and down those ones. How beautiful is this display? Look at that. Just ding, ding. You know, actually, hey Matt, how you going? Dora, I owe you. Katie, is Katie there? So nice. Okay, let's walk around. I'm scouting a place, guys. So Debbie Sue, I think Susan was there yesterday too. Matt was there yesterday also too. We did a paint session yesterday, and you know what happens when we go painting? We get so enthusiastic that we've got to paint some more. So I've been talking about coming down and painting using the paint of the cliffs as paint. Because, you know, traditionally back in the day, the Indigenous people didn't have, you know, fake paint that I buy. They actually used minerals. So I thought, wouldn't it be really cool to be able to paint a picture from the cliffs? So I'm scouting an area where I can sit and get some like red cliff paint and paint onto my like paper. So we're doing a bit of scouting right now, trying to find somewhere where we can sit and get some paint, well, some natural paint. Now, technically, we can walk up here. Actually, we're going to do that quickly. Let's see. I don't think it's slippery. Whoa, whoa. Onto your hat, Dora. Now, what's my reception like, guys? I'm literally going from 5G. I've got 2 bars down to 1 bar. I could cut out here, guys. I like this little section because it feels like we're surfing in the, you know. Okay, let me show you. Oh, someone lost their sunglasses. Okay, is it slippery? Be careful, Dora. Be careful, be careful. Okay, so imagine this, guys. Does this look like we're surfing? We're surfing. Yeah, I'm in the wave, the red wave. Whoa! I know, you maybe have to be here kind of thing. I walk through here. So picture this. Like my friends love to adventure like with me, right? So I've got this friend called Barb. We did a big massive walk along the walkway. Then we walked, because it was high tide, all the way through here with our shoes, all through here, all the way around. It was so cool. I'm going to take you there. Let me just get down safely, guys. Don't recommend doing this in your thongs, guys. It's not. Don't be stupid. Don't be stupid. Probably should have been wearing proper shoes, Dora. As I said, I wasn't planning to do a walk this morning, guys. I'm just doing a scout because I'm actually going to go paint. I've got my tea, my thermos of tea in the car, and we're just trying to find somewhere to actually get some paint because there's different colours, right? Ugh. See? So you can imagine if I wet that with a bit of water and put that on the paper, I'll be able to paint red. And then there's different colours, right? Like you've got different colours. That's the red. And then you've kind of got a different kind of colour. Oh, shit. Okay, we've got some mussels up here. So you get what I'm trying to say? I'm trying to find different colours. See here? Like that's a different colour. It's a lighter orange. I've been wanting to do this for ages. So today's the day. So Dora, behave. Don't trip over and hurt yourself. The reception is good. Thanks, Matt. Thanks, Susan, for letting me know. Can you paint the steps? Go up the back, put an angle so you can see the sea and the red bank. Ooh, that's not a bad idea. That isn't a bad idea, Susan. But the thing is, though, Susan, I use the sand, like the actual cliff, as the actual paint. But you're right. Another time, I'm going to come here, use my own paints, and paint up that way. Great idea, Susan. Oh, this is nice. Okay, be very careful here, guys. I've told you a story about my friend who was walking in Switzerland with her dog. She fell on her knee, crack into her knee, and she's still recovering. So this is really, Dora, really be careful. Sorry, guys, I'm not going to concentrate on the chat. I'm going to concentrate on walking properly and safely. Safety first. Don't be a bloody idiot like Dora and wear thongs down here, guys. Am I back? Am I back? Because this is a really nice spot here. This is really nice. I could sit here and I could paint. Literally, I could paint here. Whoops, got paint on. Oh, I've lost it. I'm back. I'm back. Keep clear. So that's why they actually did that kind of cement so that it would preserve the clip. Hey Maria, how you going? Welcome in. We're in a different area. We're in Scarborough. Low tide. This is normally covered in water. It's really beautiful to see it today like this. This is really, I hope you're finding this special, guys, because this is really special for me. This is beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. So now you guys can see why this is called Redcliffe. So beautiful. The red cliffs of Redcliffe. And then we've got some mangroves here, which is great. Interesting, there's only a few mangroves here, eh? But it does look like they're starting to grow some more underneath, so that's good. So we're scouting for an area to paint, guys. That is what we're trying to do. We're going to use the red cliffs and the different cliff colours to do a painting. So that's part of the mangroves. Hello, mangroves. Thank you for doing the job you do. Cleaning our air and cleaning our water. Okay, careful, Dora. Be very careful walking here. If you are walking here, guys, please wear shoes. Don't be like Dora. I always say, do not subscribe. Do not follow what Dora does. Exactly this moment. Do not follow what Dora does. Do not be wearing thongs. You should be wearing a thong up your bum and shoes on your feet. Had to say it. Everyone's saying hello to Maria. We're talking about underwear. No, we're talking about thongs, Maria. Thongs. These are thongs. Thongs. Not a G-banger. We call them G-bangers. G-strings. We do call them thongs too, but in a different conversation, right? Like I put my thong on this morning and then I put my pants on. But you could say that the same way. I put my thongs on and then I put my pants on. So you could say it in two ways. Okay, so just be careful. We have lots and lots of seagrass here. Dora needs to get out of here because she's literally slopping around in slop, which is fine, but I don't actually know what I'm standing on. So let me just take my time. And get out of here. Be no big deal if I was wearing shoes. Oh, now, The problem with wearing thongs sometimes is when you're walking, it flicks water up in your back of your bum. I have just got sea slop all over my bum. Yep. Okay. All right, we're out. Okay, that's better. So it does say unstable, keep clear. So obviously erosion, you can see there's a fair bit of erosion up there. That is why they did this cementing. It doesn't look wonderful, but at the same time, I can see why they did it, to preserve the cliffs, right? You can already see it's already come in quite a lot. Back in the day, like I've lived here for 43 years in Redcliffe. I mean, I haven't got any photos, but back in the day, this would have been completely different, right? They didn't have this concrete and they would have been a lot bigger. But obviously erosion, wind, storms, all that stuff. I mean, this gets a fair bit of waves in the afternoons and or in sun, full moon, high tides. So heading around to the other set of stairs. Wait, my car's just parked up there, and I really wanted to do a walk around here. So this area here at the end here, the street is called Fortune Street on the back of the street. So it's called Fortune Street. It's like if I ever won the lotto, I would buy a house here on Fortune Street, if I could buy a house there, because you're literally got your own private beach. See over there, you've got a little beach there. A lot of that time, because of the tide here, it's cut off. So they're actually private beaches. That they own the beach, but they're kind of like private. Whoa, I'm stuck in the sand. Oh, now we've got seagrass. So that's really good, because guess what? Dugongs eat all this stuff. So that's all seagrass that's growing for our dugongs. So we've got quite a healthy population of dugongs out there. I don't know if anyone's seen a dugong. I've actually never seen a dugong in the wild. I would love to see a dugong in the wild. They call them sea cows. Okay. The sand is a bit sloppy. I'm getting stuck. There we go. You got some kind of, I don't know, cactusy thing. Wow, this is beautiful here, guys. Look at this. Again, nature's art, right? Absolutely beautiful. Hey, Jazz! Jazz! How you going, buddy? Hey, Jazz, I forgot to ask you, are you available on Saturday night? Because I've got my friend Shannon, who just went to Africa. We're going to talk about her holiday, because obviously I've got to start planning my holiday. So I wanted to talk to you about it too on the live stream, because we have to plan up meeting in Zanzibar. Because Jazz and I are going to try to time it where I finish my holiday with my friends in Zanzibar, and I'm going to meet up with Jazz, and then I'll continue on my holiday doing a bit of stuff with Jazz. Jazz, welcome. This is Scarborough, at the other end of where I live in Redcliffe. And this is why Redcliffe is called Redcliffe, because of the red cliffs, the red cliffs of Redcliffe. So in England, you've got the white cliffs of Dover. In Queensland, we have the red cliffs of Redcliffe. Probably not as, I don't know, debatable. I was going to say, not as famous as the white cliffs of Dover. Okay. But I actually got to say, this is pretty impressive. I mean, I know I'm, biased because I live here, but frig, it's gorgeous. I mean, look, if you go around the corner there, look at that. Look at that there. Look at that photo right there. I'm going to take a photo, guys. I'm going to buff out for a second. I'm going to take a photo. And now, today, and now, today is Don't Be Like Dora. Don't wear thongs on these, Don't be like Dora. Don't wear thongs on these kind of, not very smart. Just saying. So I'm just taking my own little time to get through here. and not have an accident. Ugh. Ugh. Yep. How does Dora get into these situations? She does. I made a short the other day that said, Dora, I don't know what I actually, no, what was that short? It said, I don't know what I'm getting up to before I do it. I didn't know I was going to be doing this. Oh, Susan's off. See you, Susan. I did disconnect for a little bit, but let's actually go down here, guys, for a little bit longer. Let's go for a walk down here. Now that we're down here. So obviously they've cemented this whole area down here. So we're scouting for somewhere to sit and paint and use the actual red cliffs to paint. That is what we search for. And I want the different colours, right? I mean, I can go back to the other area where I normally go. But the problem is there is actually a homeless person living there. So I want to be respectful because, I want to sit there and paint and do a live stream, set up my tripod, pull out my cup of tea, have like a little picnic, right? And I'm just respectful of, a homeless person is living there nearby. Oh, look, they used to have stairs that go up to their house. They've blocked it off. Guys, can you guys let me know when I buff out? Because I honestly don't know when I buff out, guys. If I'm not watching the screen, I'll completely miss it. And I'm not watching the screen, I'm literally watching the floor. So it's an interesting look of people's houses, right? Like these are like, expensive houses. So like I said, the street behind this is called Fortune Street. That is the street where I am. And I've walked past this street many a times looking at the houses, and you don't actually get to walk on this side very often just because it is normally high tide and the tide is up. You can see that, it's wet up here sometimes. Well, there's water up here. So you don't get to walk up here very often. So effectively, these people actually have a private beach. So while we can take advantage of it, we do. Okay, yes, we've hit the sand. Yes. They must have had a jet upon a time. Some people got jetties. Wonder if they've got a pool up there, guys. So can you see why I'd love to live in something like here? I don't care about the house so much, but it's more about, imagine having this little section to play on in the mornings. How cool would that be? Can you imagine? I could have my own sunrise dance party. Can you imagine me dancing here at the sunrise? Yeah, dancing at sunrise, dancing at sunrise. Oh, it'd be amazing. I'd have my drums going. Be so cool. So this is not a private beach, guys, because obviously no one owns the beaches here. It's just that these beaches don't get seen very much. And if they do get seen, it's only very little. Oh my gosh, that is very cool. Oh, hello, doggy. That is really cool. That is a really cool bit of, well, wood that's driftwood. Wow. That is heavy as all hell. Have you ever seen where they cut them and they put a glass table on them? So you cut this bit here, that becomes your base, and then they make all this kind of somehow cut bits and pieces so that you've got a surface where you can put a bit of glass, and then that's your coffee table or your table. Seen that before? Debbie Sue saying you could see me having my own dance party here in the morning. Oh, I could see myself having my own dance party here in the morning. I mean, who's to say that I can't do that, right? Like I just have to time it well to come down here for sunrise. I could do it. Sun would be rising here. If it was low tide, I could come here. It's got here Aboriginal land. I probably should have brought my water bottle with me, but that's all right. So not too many people that even live in Redcliffe know about these sections. Okay. I'm going to strip off. Sorry, guys. I don't know how long I didn't have sound for, but I was just saying, if I won lotto, that'd be the spot, guys. Can you imagine that at sunrise, sitting there with your cup of tea? Dance parties up there for sunrise. Dance parties on the beach for sunrise. Woohoo! That's all I was doing, guys. I was just pretending to dance, just talking about that. You got to have dreams, right? And this one's got their own actual long jetty. Now, I was playing in here. I was telling you about a story how I've only been here about 3 times in my life. I've lived here for 47 years. So that just tells you I've spent a lot of time traveling around the world, and I haven't even spent that much time in my own backyard. Dora. But I came down here one day with my friend Barb, who lives on the other side of Australia now, and we did this whole walk down here. We went through on the waves, the red waves over there. We walked all the way through here. We had proper shoes on. We had water with us. And you ever seen those pictures of Huntington Beach in California? I took a whole lot of photos. I did a jumping for joy in here. Both of us were jumping for joy. I had to set cameras. I can set up the camera actually. Let me see. Oh, I can't set up the camera because I don't have any. I need a rock. I need a rock. Okay, give me a second, guys. I'm trying to find a rock to set up for my jumping for joy. Oh, look, a rock. A rock. Okay, this will be my tripod. All right, this is what we're going to do. Squeeze in here. Just got to set the camera up. Probably should set it up the other way around. Okay, it's not going to stand properly. There we go. Okay. Okay, you can't even see me. Can you see me? Kinda. Okay, let's do the jumping for joy. You know, I had my tripod in my car too. But that's cool, right? Let me turn it around. Isn't that cool? Is this Sally's reality? Hello, Sally. You saw me. Okay, I'm going to buff out for a second. I'm going to take a photo. Time in because you can't get here very often. Like I said, the tide comes up, so this effectively is like a private beach, though it's not private because it is a public. All beaches here in Australia are public. These people have they've got a pool up there. They've got a pool up there. Lucky them. They've got a they've got a nice jetty. I don't know how often you could actually get a boat here, to be honest. Oops, have I dropped out again, guys? I think I dropped out again. Hey, it's Red Bull Princess. Sally, yes, it's wearing glasses on Saturday. It is. That is this Saturday. Special glasses. They've even got a shower there, guys. Wow. That's pretty cool. Hey, Birdie. Okay, what's happening down here? Okay, so this is where, when I was doing a bit of an adventure with my friend Barb, this is where it got a little bit dicey. Okay, now we've already established that I'm wearing the wrong shoes today for this adventure. I'm wearing thongs on my feet. But this is, someone's obviously knocked down a house. That's a new section. Wow. But I was able to walk all the way around here. And you can walk all the way around here when it's low tide. And you go all the way around. See here, down here? That's where the Glasshouse Mountains is, guys. I've done quite a few videos hiking in those areas. That is where the volcanoes are. Millions and millions of years ago, those are volcanoes. And spewed lava. This is lava. Billions of years ago. So yeah, this house here, I don't know. I've always told you guys that, I love architecture. I love looking at houses. To me, that doesn't look that appealing to me. It looks like a concrete jungle. But hey, I also could be very, very jealous of whatever they do for a living. Actually, no, I'm not jealous of what they do for a living because it's probably very stressful. We don't want stress in our lives, guys. We do not want stress in our lives. It's bad. It kills you. But whatever they do, they've got a lot of money, and that's what the house they built. Everyone's talking, oh, Matt's talking about doing a nudie run down here. Well, actually, Matt, this would be a place to do it. Although the water's not that appealing down here, I'm going to be honest. It's not that. There's a lot of seagrass in there. There's probably a few rocks. But it's quite nice. So I am scoping a place out to do some painting this morning, guys. And I think I'm going to go back to my original location where, unfortunately, there is a homeless person living. So, yeah, I think it's fine because I'm not exactly like, I'm not parking, up next to his tent. But I'm just aware that there's a homeless person living there where I wanted to do painting. And that's why I decided to come to this area instead, just a bit further down the road, just to see if I could find somewhere that I could get the cliff paint to do the painting. So I don't want to paint the cliffs. I mean, I do want to paint the cliffs, but I want to paint the cliffs with the actual, like, wall, the minerals, the minerals of the wall, the red cliffs. Because I've been talking about that for a long time. That I would love to do that. So today feels like the day. But while I'm down here, I thought I'd go for a walk down here. And the really cool thing about doing live streaming is that it's actually a memory that stays on your phone. Because I told you that when I came down here and did this adventure with my friend Barb, who's one of my best friends, mate, we had the most amazing day down here. Took all these photos, jumping for joy under those jetties and stuff, just walking and playing around, pretending to surf on the red waves of Redcliffe. And I accidentally deleted all the photos. I've got no memories of that day, except in my head. So guess what? Now I have these memories because I've got them on YouTube. And then someone listening in the background be going, oh, is that why you do a million lives? Yeah, exactly. Exactly why. And you know what? I take you guys on the adventure with me because not everyone is as adventurous as I am or as silly as I am to be wearing thongs on a morning walk in an area where you probably should be wearing shoes, Dora. But like, not everyone lives by the ocean, right? Not everyone gets to see a sunrise. Not everyone gets to go hiking. That's why I do these adventures, guys, so that you guys can be armchair kind of adventurers with me. I would rather you go adventure yourself, to be honest. I'd rather you not watch my videos and go have your own adventures. But if you can't, I love that you support me and watch my videos. So that's why I do it. I have a million times fun doing this. I love it. Absolutely love it. If I didn't enjoy this, I wouldn't be doing this. Trust me. Hmm. Got to say, this would be pretty cool to paint too, also. Now this would be very slippery because it's mossy. So don't stand on that. You will go arse over tip. Literally arse over tip. So yeah, even if you've got good shoes on, I'd be careful of that. So I think we have to come down here one morning to do a sunrise, don't we? We have to pick the May where it's low tide and come down here for sunrise. Who would like to see that? Matt can show off his six pack. Okay, you're talking about coming down here and you're talking about having I was talking about having a rave down here, like a sunrise dance. And then Matt's going to be in his bungee snugglers, dancing. This will be Matt dancing in his bungee snugglers. Woohoo! So yeah, are you with me, guys? That this would be the place to live, guys. Could you see Dora living down here? Could you see? Could you see that the neighbours would absolutely hate me because I'd be on the beach on the mornings, like, trying to have, like, using my little steel drum, having meditations on the beach, raves on the beach at sunrise. Because sunset's on the other side of the island, other side of the peninsula, not the island. It's like an island, but it's a peninsula. So the sunrise is here, it's on the other side. So you can see that they don't use that garage very often. It'd be nice to come down here and have a picnic, eh? I think I'm going to do that. Oh, actually, guys, is this some of the Redcliffes, guys? Can we get some Redcliffes here? Oh, guys, I don't know how, or connection-wise. Am I buffing out, guys? Can someone tell me if I'm buffing? Because this is some of the Redcliffes. This is what I want. Oh, shit. This is what I want. This is what I want. This is what I want. See how this, you can paint with that. If I wet that, I'll be able to paint with that. What's the connection like down here, guys? Because I've got all the colours. I've got the red, I've got the orange, I've got another orange, I've got another red. Crap, this is perfect. This is perfect. Hey, Joy, how you going? We're just scouting for a painting spot. I think we found the spot. I think this is a spot, guys. We're just talking about having a picnic here. But we could even sit here. Well, you can sit here. Look at this. I can sit here. We've got a chair. We've got our paints behind us. I just need to get my paint, my paper, my paint brushes. I've got my furnace of tea in the car. Not buffing. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. All right. Not far from the car, guys. Okay, this is the spot, guys. If you want to hang around, we're going to do some painting here, guys. This is perfect. And we've got a natural chair. You can sit on here. We've got some shade. Okay. We're going back to the car to get the paints. Pack our backpack full of the things we need. Don't stand on the moss. It'll be very slippery in your thongs, Dora. So just let me concentrate on walking here. Oh, by the way, guys, there's a new short out. I'm kicking in the shorts at the moment. I'm using all my live stream footage and making content because I figure I have enough content. I could use my actual live streams. So I found this really cool audio. Melissa. Melissa's outdoors getting drunk. She's not really drunk, but she's enjoying the vibe of the sunrise. Go check it out. Goes for like 30 seconds. I'm just going to go up these stairs to my car. So I'll be back in a second anyway. So go check it out if you like. Tell me what you think. You've seen the video before because you guys saw me on a live stream doing it, but it's more the audio I want you to hear. It's very cool audio. Oh, crap. We've got more of this seagrass stuff. Okay, over here. So guys, can you remember that if I start buffing out, can you let me know? Because I sometimes don't know because I'm not looking at the chat. I'm looking at the floor. Are we still talking about wearing Speedos? Everyone wants to see Nicholas in Speedos. Is that what we want to see? So see how, guys, if you're new here, this is all concreted to help with the erosion. So you can see the wave. That's where I talked about the wave. And then above it is the cliffs. That's the real cliffs of Redcliffe. But they made it this colour to make it a little bit more like not so standout-ish or glary, should I say. Okay, so then we can go up these stairs. So be careful here. There's a bit of mossy stuff. All right. So, just to start with, we walked over the top, down the stairs, around, down that way and back up this way. And I can't believe it. The live stream stayed live. How cute is this little house here? I'm really, really surprised that it's still there. It's not been knocked over and, you know, some big high rise been put there. But how cute is that, eh? I knew a guy that rented that for a while. It's a cute little house. Imagine that, you're across the road, this is your view. Not bad, eh? Miss M says I'm enjoying the chat. Well, I'm always glad that you guys enjoy the chat. I know sometimes it's not even about what I'm looking at or even what I'm saying. You guys are just enjoying the chat. It's beautiful. Banksia is there. You can see those flowers? They're Banksias. What kind of Banksias? I'm not sure. Mum? I know my mum's sometimes watching this live stream or watching the replay and she'll tell me what kind of Banksia that is. Don't think it's a Banksia Robio? No, I don't know. I don't know my Banksias. There's a lot of Banksias. Just like there's a lot of orchids, all different kinds of specimens of things. All right. All right, the back of my car is like a bomb hit it, literally. I have all my adventure stuff. We have our paints. Let me show you what I painted yesterday that got me all hot and bothered that I want to go painting again today. That is what we painted yesterday. That was Lake Eden. So we've got Map Tropic. The only thing that puts me off about Australia is the sheer amount of wildlife. Well, it's also the people, but people bite you too. Okay, let me put you somewhere so that I can gather my thoughts. All right, we're gathering our things. We need our paints. Technically, we don't need our paints. We just need the paintbrush and the book because we're going to use the Redcliffes of Redcliffe to paint, right? Got a backpack. Okay. Oh, guess what I've got in my backpack? Should we take the steel drum, Debbie Sue? Should we take the steel drum? Does anyone know what I'm talking about? A few of you do. I mean, they live there. I get to, you know, every now and then. Why not? Why not? Let's take it with us. We never know. We might decide to do some. Okay. All right. Got a sarong to sit on. Still packed from my last hike. All right. What else do we want? We want our... We don't need a raincoat. We might take a towel with us, guys. Well, I've got a towel somewhere that I don't care who... Yeah, we'll take this towel. Okay, I'll be back. I'm seeing my thermos. All right. Tripod. Water. Oh, actually, I need water now. That's good. All right. Water. Okay, can that fit in here? No, we'll just carry that. Battery charger. Tripod. Oh, Snacks. More snacks. I like snacks, okay? Gotta have snacks. I need something to put my rubbish in. Yep. Oh, look. Oh, I've got one random sock. Okay, that can be our rubbish bag. Leave no trace, right? Leave no trace. Okay, I think we've got everything. Oh, hold on. Oops, I've got one thing. I need my cup. Got some napkins because we want to be able to, blot out our stuff that we're painting. All right. Oh, oops, I forgot that. Put that up here. All right. Towel. Towel here. Want to carry it. Thermos. Go. All right. All right, let's go on a painting adventure, guys. You help scope out a place that we're going to paint. Now I probably should have changed my shoes, shouldn't I? Yeah. Actually, though, my running shoes that I normally use for when I go walking is drying in the house, underneath the house, because they got wet the other day when I was walking in the rain. My birthday. Morning. See, I'm not the only crazy person that comes down here. Another person's down here. He's got better shoes on for the job. He's got actual proper hiking shoes on. He's smart. So I'm extremely excited about actually finally doing a paint session with the Redcliffes of Redcliffe. I'm very excited. Very, very excited. Okay, just concentrate, Dora. Concentrate. 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 Don't fall. Don't fall now. We're having some fun. So notice how I mix like 3 different songs together? Don't stop me now, 'cause we're having some fun, and I can't sing, and I don't care. I don't care. I just don't care. And I think if people didn't care so much, I think we would have less mental health, less anxiety. Because if I cared what people thought of me, I don't think I'd leave my house. Just a reminder, guys, if I do disconnect, can someone let me know? in the chat so that I know, because I actually don't know, because YouTube doesn't tell you when you completely disconnect. Sometimes it connects back in, that's why I just stay connected. Sometimes it just doesn't come back. Okay, we hit the sand. We hit the sand. We hit the sand. How beautiful is this day, guys? That guy decided to go up the stairs. He had enough. But I would say that he missed the most special bit here. All right, let's make ourselves at home. Let's have a picnic, literally. So, what we're going to do is, with a towel, because I did notice that the wood is a little bit wet, and I'm a little precious, so I don't want a wet bum. Or sit on, it's probably nicer to sit on the wood. Let's make ourselves a little, oops, thermos. Oh, there's Carol there. Hey, Carol. Hey, Carol, how you going? We're having a bit of an adventure. Sorry if I've missed a few of you in the chat. I don't mean to. It's just that I am concentrating on walking and setting myself up for my little adventure. Okay. I bought a new backpack recently. I have hardly used it. I'm not great with the colour. I mean, I love the colour, guys. I love this colour, but it's a colour that's going to get dirty very easily. So I'm just kind of mindful of where I put it. All right. So we definitely need that for our paint session. Now, where are we going to paint? That's what we're going to think about. What are we going to paint? That's another thing we need to think about. All right, let's set up the tripod first, because I don't want to be holding around the phone for too much. Where's the tripod? What do I do with the tripod? There it is. Whoops. Don't break the tripod, Dora. Don't break the tripod. Oh, here comes a guy. I would laugh. This guy looks like someone I actually know. No, it's not. It's not. Hello, how you going? Beautiful day, isn't it? You got to time it well, don't you? Tide's right. Exactly. Are you a local? Oh, yeah. 50 years. Oh, well, 47 years. There you go. There you go. And I've only been down here about 3 times because it's hard to time it, isn't it? That's exactly. I saw the wife today. High tide, a low tide 9, lickety split. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's great, isn't it? It's so nice down here. Yeah. And hardly anyone comes down here because it is hard. But these guys have got the best beach, haven't they? They've got a private beach. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. This joint here, I don't remember this joint. Whoever bought it. Yeah. It all this came in, all the washed out type thing, all the footing was all just sitting there for about 3 years because the builder went broke. Oh, right. And all those footings. Yep. And all your steel rods were just rusty. Oh, really? And they just built over it. Oh. Yeah, do. But people that don't know do that if they don't live here. Yeah. Well, do you reckon that'll affect them in the future? Potentially? Well, it should have been on the council, shouldn't it? Yeah. In the sense. It's buyer beware. Yeah. We rented a house in 1980. Yeah. From Jimmy Fortune, just here. Oh, because this is the name of the street, Fortune Street. Yeah, yeah. Okay. And we had around steps to the beach like that. Yeah. And you see people like yourself, and they'd walk up there and say, "No, mate, this is private property. I'm only renting." Private property here, mate. You go down there. No, yeah, it's nice, isn't it? These trees have been here for years. Yeah. Well, it's a nice place for a picnic, that's for sure. I was trying to think it might have even been that one there. Oh, really? That you rented? Yeah, because there's not many staircases. There's a few of them there, though. There's a couple if you walk down further. There's a couple that you can go up. Yeah. It was right on the corner. Oh, really? Yeah, a shop there. Remember Tristan's shop? Right on the corner here, Fortune Street. No, I don't remember a shop. Yeah, then they made into a house. Oh, right, okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah. Interesting. Yeah, well, have fun. It's beautiful. It is. Oh, good work. Right. Oh, good work. See ya. Bye. He's walking to the pub. Go him. Now, why does it look like it's funny, like it's touched me or something? Oops. I don't mean to put, like, special effects on my face. Whatever. Okay. All right. Okay, I need to stand you up, guys, so I can sort myself out. Okay. How about you have a look about that? Don't fall. Don't fall. Okay. We don't need the paints. We just need the actual paper. Paper and pens. Now, on a page that we can paint. That page. Now, we need to get a palette. Actually, you know what I can do? Take that off. I'm going to use this as my palette. I'm going to collect bits of the cliff and put it in here. Then we're going to wet it, and that's what we're going to use with paint instead of paint. All right, let's do that. We need to do a bit of bossicking. Let's take you with us. Whoa. Set you up there. Don't fall. Don't fall. There you go. Don't fall. Okay, so we're going to get it's a bit of red. Look at that. That's red, guys, from the red cliffs of Redcliffe. How cool is that? That is so cool. So we're going to put a bit of water on it. I don't know if this is going to work. We're going to give it a go. Then we want some yellow. I want different colours. I'm back. Okay. Are you buffing out here? You're back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, I'm just going to leave you here, guys, because I'm going to get some more paint. Let's get everything. Just dropped my palette. Still got it. Still got my palette. Just trying to get some paint. Don't know if it's going to work. This is perfect. Just get a rock, and then you can wet the bits you want. Perfect. That's all we need. All right, let's go. All right, but what are we going to paint first of all? What are we painting? I don't know what we're painting. Got to get my cup to have a cup of tea. All right. All right. What are we going to paint? Not sure. Anyway, doesn't matter. Right now, I'm going to pour a cup of tea. The rest of the adventure will make itself later. Could you just use it like this, eh? So every adventure has to have a cup of tea, right? What? She's steaming hot. Great buy. They don't make things like the olden days, right? Glass thermoses. Amazing. Gonna put a bit of water with it. Cheers, guys. All right, what are we going to paint? We've got our paints. We've got our paints. Show you what I mean. Can you guys hear me? You have a bottle of gin. You guys are having way too much fun in this chat, guys. There's Snuffle. Okay, I'm just going to ignore half of you. I love that you guys are having fun. That's the main thing. Okay, so this is what we're going to do, guys. You can see what I'm doing here, right? Okay. This is my palette. I'm going to put some water in our pen, our watercolor pen. Okay, oh, just fill it up a little bit more, Dora. Yep, there we go. These are great, these pens. Specifically bought for watercolors. Oops. Okay. Okay, there you go. Then, see the paint's coming out? Oh. Clean that off. It's got green from last time. Yesterday's paint session. This is why I needed one of these napkins. To clean the pen. There you go. Still a bit of green there. We don't want any green. We want, this painting needs to be, I want to use natural colours from the earth. So, let's find a page. Look at that, guys. Look at that painting. I'm so proud of that painting. So on one of my long form videos, I painted that twice. My first option, first go at it. Let me see. Let's see when it first goes. That was my first go. And then my second go, oops, paint's falling apart, was that one. I'm really proud of that. I think I did a great job, like redoing it kind of thing. Okay, let's find a page. Dora, find a page. Find a page. Okay. I'm going to use the other side of this. This was a great, you guys didn't see this paint, this paint session. This is a paint session from River Grill in Bali. It was at a bar, having a beer. All right, this is what we do, guys. So, you know how I've got that little bit of fragmented cliff? I'm going to do this. It worked. Ready? Look, it's red. It worked. Okay, what are we painting? What are we painting? Okay, I'm going to paint this tree, but we're going to paint it red because why not? I'll show you the tree I'm painting, guys. Literally going to paint. Okay, Let's turn this. Okay, let me fix up the tripod. I'm so excited. This worked. Is Dora's mum here? Is she? Hey, Dora's mum. Mum, are you here? Maria? No, Maria is Maria. Okay, hold on. Let me just try to figure out how to stabilize you guys a little bit. I was going to paint that, guys. Just paint this, but in red. Thank you, Debbie Sue. All right. So, do you want to watch me or do you want to watch that? Or we're just going to do a bit of both? Okay. Let's have a bit more tea first. I'm excited. I'm painting with the earth. How cool is that? Hey, Hippo, how you going? Hippo, we're painting with rocks or like the earth. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to do this for ages. So this is my paint palette. I've just put some water in here. And look, that is natural rock that we just picked off the wall behind me. I'm so excited. So we're going to paint this. I know it's not red, but that doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. I like rocks. That's the rock Hippo. Hippo's my friend from Ireland. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in Hippo from Ireland. Say, g'day, mate. G'day, mate. Okay, let's paint. Now, the only thing is, red is very unforgiving. Once you put it on paper, you cannot take it back. So I'm just going to paint, start painting. Just start painting, Dora. Just start painting. And I'll show you what I'm going to come up with. Too much pressure if you're watching me paint. Right this second. Just where to start is the other thing, right? Sometimes you just got to start. I'm just starting. Pen to paper. I don't know if you can see. Oh, you can't see my paper, can you? Okay. Hold on. Let me just switch this down. There is a switch somewhere here that you can switch it down a bit. Switch it. Oh, there you go. Because you don't need to see me. You can just see the paper. Ready? Can you see the paper? I don't know. Let me know if you can see the paper. I'm going to switch between me and the tree. And look, you guys are talking in the chat, so it doesn't really matter. We just talked about yesterday in my paint session that how I really am starting to enjoy painting trees. So it's kind of appropriate that I'm now painting a tree in red. I'm painting with paint from the cliff of Redcliffe. How cool is this? This is the red cliffs of Redcliffe. I just think it's amazing, amazing. And you might be thinking, small things, Dora, small things. But you know those small things? They add up. If you do enough small things, I don't know, just wow, I'm so excited. Now I'm just colouring it in. This is so fun. Why have I not done this before, guys? Why have I not done this before? Just so cool. All right, let's turn you around again. That's what I'm painting. I know you're on an angle now, but I couldn't be bothered moving you back and forth. It's too hard. So I'm painting this here. That is that. You've got wet stuff called rain. Oh my God. Okay. Well, thanks for joining, Hippo. The chat's having a lot of fun this morning, or this afternoon, should I say, or tonight. Okay, I want to change some colours. I want to use another colour now, guys. So what we're going to do is we're going to like let that go. Okay. Okay, now we're going to wet. Well, we're going to use the rock. Just use the rock. I want to turn it over. It's got yellow, right? So I want to wet that and see if we get some residue off that. Is that yellow? It's kind of more like a rock, but anyway. It's kind of yellow. Yeah, okay. Well, it's yellow. Let's start another section. Okay, I think it's still red. Still red. Okay. Maybe we use the other brush. Okay, let's use the other brush because that's clean. Let's put some more water in that one. Oops. Okay, you can't put water in that one, it doesn't open. So let's do this. Let's put some water. Whoops. Let's put some water in the middle, or no, in this little tray here. Just a little bit, Dora, a little bit. Okay, there. Have some water. Dog's having fun. All right. So now this is a clean brush. I'm going to put it in the water. Actually, no, it's not clean. It's got white on it from yesterday. I was doing that social experiment where I was trying to do white over. Anyway, all right. So let's try this again, guys. Wet paint or wet brush over the yellow. Okay, it's working, guys. It's yellow. All right. I'm going to start another section because behind the little vine I'm doing, there's a more yellow bit. Undo that bit there. All right, so let's go. There's a bit down. And there's a bit, okay, let's do that. Okay. Oh my God, it's yellow. It's yellow. It is yellow. It is distinctly yellow. Oh, I'm so excited. I'll show you soon. This is exactly what I was thinking of, having different colours from the rock. It's so cool. So cool. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's lighter. It is lighter. It is distinctly lighter. You guys are just too busy in the chat. Are you even listening to me, guys? I'm feeling unloved here, guys. I'm feeling unloved. Okay, I'm going to try another bit of the rock over here. This one looks a little bit more. Okay, hold on. Why don't we hold the rock? Hold the rock and go like this. You know what we could do? We could use the rock to paint. Let's do that. Let's do rock painting. Wet it. Okay, we wet it. Ready? Okay, then we're going to do another one over the other side. All right, that goes all the way down like that. We're actually being able to draw with the rocks. This is amazing. Stuff painting. We just got to draw with rocks. Okay, you do need to keep it wet though. Notice you've got to keep it wet. Oh, feels like it's raining. I just said before it wasn't going to rain. We might have needed to bring our raincoat. No, we'll be right. Okay, whoops, I'm taking off this, actually, I'm taking off the paint off the paper. Okay, that might not have been a good idea. But you kind of can paint with that. Okay, let's go back to just actually using the rock to paint. Okay, so we're going to wet it. There you go. I've taken off a bit of the paper. Oops. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Okay. Oops. I'm way behind the chat, guys. Oh, whoops. Hyrel Soth. Hello, Hyrel Sloth. How are you? I've missed a whole of the chat. I didn't even see where I was at, guys. Sorry. I'm sure you were ignoring me anyway. So this is what we're painting, guys. We're going to paint that, the tree. Can you hear? Can you hear the thunder? You better run. You better take cover. That's a great song. Great song. Carlos, another nice. Yeah, aren't we all nutty? Aren't we all nutty? All right. Well, I'm just going to go back to my rock painting, I think, using the paintbrush. Oops. 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 Now, this is a really red bit there. I'm going to paint that bit. Oh, actually, I probably should use the other paintbrush that I've actually used with red already. All right. It's a really red bit there. I'm trying to take that red off there and see if that will transpose to my painting. It's not actually coming off, is it? No, not really. It's actually raining, guys. It's actually raining. All right, let's just pick another bit. We might need to see cover in a second, guys. We might need to see cover. The thunder is not coming. It's not really. Okay. We're just going to use the red. Just keep on using the red, Dora. You've already smashed it up. Let's just use the red. Okay, keep going. This is fabulous. Right, let's go that way so you can see the tree. Got a troll. Marie, have you got a troll? Well, you can do whatever you like with the troll. You guys are moderators, but I don't particularly care about trolls. I think they're funny. They want to, but if they're pissing you off, you know what you can do. You know what you can do, guys. Guys, look at this. How cool. I mean, it might not look amazing, guys, but you know what? This is real fun. I'm absolutely loving this. All right, now, what section are we going to now? What an underground. There. We've got another section going into that. Can you see the plants moving around? Because it is actually getting windy. So my mum and I are going on an adventure next Friday, actually, guys. We may or may not take you with us. We'll see what happens. We're going to go to Anala. I've talked about that to you before. Anala is like friggin' amazing. It's where you go overseas, but you don't go overseas. Like you feel like you're going to Africa, Vietnam, Asia, but you haven't left the country. It's so cool. So yeah, Mum and I are going to go do that next Friday together. That dog is pretty active. Okay, someone got rid of a whole lot of people. Maria, did you delete your messages or someone delete your messages? Oh, you got rid of the arsehole. Okay, yep, good eye. Don't take things personally, guys. You know that these people just come to chats to piss people off. So don't be pissed off with it, honestly. Like I said, I don't care. They can say anything they want about me. I don't really care. But when they start pissing off my friends, that's when I go, you know what? You do you guys. You want to get rid of them, get rid of them. Because I don't like people, saying nasty things about my friends. Okay, I've got my angles wrong, but that's okay. It is extremely okay to get your angles wrong when you're trying to paint a tree red. Okay, I'm just having too much fun. This is way too fun. Especially when like you're painting it a completely different color than it normally is, and it doesn't really matter. Now I'm merging in my painting that I painted for the first time on the page. I'm merging that into my picture because I can. Oh, okay. So can you see my page, guys? Does anyone care? No, I don't care. No one cares. I could be running around naked and no one would care. Then I would get your attention probably. But it doesn't matter. I don't need your attention, guys. Trust me, I don't. I love that you guys are, having fun, having a giggle at someone else's expense, at the troll's expense. And, trolls are trolls, man. I don't know. I don't know what the story is there. Trolls are just idiots that have nothing better to do but piss people off and think, to insult people. But what's the sad thing is that I find is that, there are some people that get really upset with trolls and can completely derail them. And then, they might not ever come back and do live streams again. I think that's really sad, right? And that's what the trolls want. They really want to derail people. And I think that's sad. So I feel sorry for trolls. I think they're idiots. They're idiots. They're special. And, well, I don't know if you can see that, guys, but I think this is fabulous, guys. I wish I could do more colours, though. I was wanting to do more colours. I think if I go back to where the homeless guy was living, that's where I'm going to get more colours. Or what I do is just go get the paint from the wall. Actually, that might work. We just do that. Okay, I've got an ant on me. You need to drink tea. Debbie Sue, what are you drinking, Debbie Sue? I have to charge you up, guys. I've got 20% battery. Okay, let's figure out how to do that. Okay. Let me just put something up your butt, guys. Now, this is kind of inconvenient because it's not that long. I can't hang it, or can I hang it? Ooh, could I hang it from the back of the tripod? That'd be pretty cool if I could do that. My God, we can do it, girls. We can do anything. We can do it. Okay, this is part of the picnic side of it. Macadamia nuts, anyone? They're very toasty. So this is the picnic side of my picnic. Love a mandarin. Mmm, so tasty. There's a few pips in it. You know, you can't swallow the pips, otherwise the pips come out your ears and they start growing mandarins out your ears. Mmm, very juicy. Mm. So, thank you for joining me this morning for this fun adventure I'm just having. Like, you know, people that know me for a while know that I've been talking about doing this painting session for ages. Um, what a place to paint. I'm under the shade of a tree, under the shade of a coolabah tree. What is a coolabah tree? Does anyone know what a coolabah tree is? And, you know, I'm sitting here painting, having a snack, looking out the ocean. Thankfully, it stopped raining. It's sunny still. Here comes someone. They're going to be like, what is she doing? She's like talking to herself while she eats. She's filming herself. Pretty weird. Like I said, I don't really care what people think. That's why trolls don't piss me off. But they piss me off when they piss you guys off in the chat. Did anyone check out my video? Did anyone check out my short? Oh, someone just gave me some money. Thank you. Hide sloth. Thank you. I don't know what I deserve that, but thank you. That's nice. Thank you very much. Did anyone check out my latest short? It's very funny. I mean, I like the audio. Okay. Don't leave your scraps. Have a couple more macadamia nuts. Mmm, yum. Bit more tea. That's good to see another person down here. There's another one, Debbie Sue. I used the same footage, but I put another audio over it. It's called Melissa. You're going to hear it a lot, guys. You're going to hear it a lot. It's like a trending one at the moment. It started Melissa, and she's talking about being drunk on the beach, but she's not drunk on the beach. She's talking about a vibe, an energy vibe, just enjoying the moment of being outside. But check out the audio. The audio is really cool. Okay, let's go back to painting. Okay. So it's still the same colour as the other boats, but that's all right. What if that's a bit redder, that colour there? So let's try that one. It's not really coming off, is it? No, it's still the same colour. But still, it's still really cool that I'm actually painting with the cliffs of Redcliffe. Something cool about that. This won't be the last time I do this, guys. I think I'll definitely go where the homeless person is. And, you know, just be I guess, I won't be making lots of noise, right? They might be sleeping. Okay, that's more kind of creamier. So where are we going to do this one? This one's going to go. Oh yeah, you can see it's a bit of a different colour. Can you see? I don't know if you can see that. It's a bit of a different colour. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but it feels like it's a different colour. It looks like the same colour. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Actually, I think it is. It's a different colour, guys. It's a different colour. I'm going to show you in a second. Let me just finish doing what I'm doing. And you can see it's definitely a different colour. That's exactly what I wanted to achieve, was a different colour from the rock. All right, show you. Whoops. Can you see? It's definitely a different colour. That is a different colour to that. Can you see it? Calling someone that's actually watching me paint. Oh, Debbie Sue's just commenting on my latest video. She's laughing and putting a heart. Matt, Nicholas, is that a different colour to that? Different colour? Same colour? Different colour or same? What do you think? Oh my God. You guys are on a roll this morning. Calling Matt. Bring, 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 bring. Matt's got the same. Oh, I need Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue, bring, 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 bring. Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue. Debbie Sue. Calling Debbie Sue. The grain flow. That video is great, Dora. The music is perfect. I know. I thought you'd like it. Debbie Sue, I need your advice here because the other two in the chat, Maria's saying love it. Oh, the video. Yes. Bring, bring. Okay, thank you, Debbie Sue. I'm talking to Debbie Sue now. The rest of you keep on talking what you don't talk. Debbie Sue, is this a different colour to that? Let me turn it around. Let me turn the camera around. Debbie Sue, is that different to that? I can see the difference because that's a different part of the rock. That's a different part to that rock. Can you see the difference? That's what I wanted to hear, Debbie Sue. Thank you very much. It is lighter, isn't it? So it is actually, so when you use different parts of the rock, we get a different colour. How cool. I'm not going to go to YouTube jail. It looks like, thank you, Maria. It's the girls in the chat know this. Guys, just, I don't care. Why is Nicholas, why are you going to jail, Nicholas? Okay, so we want to go lighter again. I'm going to light here, this light bit section here. Okay. Now what do we do? There's another bit that goes out that way. You know what? I need to find something lighter. I think we're going to use, you know what I'm going to do? Okay. I'm going to move you around for a second, guys. Whoops. Just continue on with your chats because I know that's what you're doing. Let me just move you up here. I'm going to use the actual wall for painting now, just for the time being, just for a second. There we go. Stay there. Whoops. Okay. Let me just fix up the camera. Okay, we'll go around this way. There you go, that way. Just need to connect you again. Plug you back into the camera. All right. Okay. All right. So I just literally used the wall to paint. That was pretty cool. So I found some really light stuff and then I found some really red stuff. So I just pulled it off the wall. It's much easier to pull it off the wall, I'm going to be honest. Now, some people would say that this is really bad that you're doing this, Dora, because technically you shouldn't take rocks and move them around. They say that by moving rocks and stuff from the environment, you're actually messing up the environment. So I don't know. Like, I mean, I'm making a mess. I'm not going to take them home. But, there's something in that. This is definitely a lot redder, this stuff. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but okay, I'll show you later. This is literally a lot redder. So I'm going to do some kind of shading on the trees. I'm just going to do, just for shits and giggles, right? This is fabulous. I'll show you what I'm doing in a second. Okay. Show it, turn around, I'll show you. So see here, I've used the red that's a bit darker on the lighter bit to make a bit of shading. So that there is that if you can see that there, that's that. That's that. Hey Deb, how you going? Welcome in, Deb. Deb. Deb, we're using actual rocks to paint. We're not using paint, we're just using rocks. Oh, I just dropped the paint. Guys, I just dropped my palette. I dropped my palette on the ground. Whoops. Damn it. Damn it. That's all right. Doesn't matter. All right, well, I'd love to do sand. I think sand, I need to get the yellow stuff again to do the sand. But I'm going to keep on painting with this stuff because I think it's fun. It's very fun. Kind of adds grain to the trees. Deb, are you well? Are you okay, Deb? Are you okay, Deb? Are you feeling okay, Deb? Maggie. Hey, Maggie, question mark. We're rock painting, as you see. See behind me, there's those red cliffs. We're using some of those red cliffs. I've got them in my little palette here. We're putting some water with it and we're painting. I know the tree is not really red, but for this experiment, it is red for now. And I'm not hating it. I'm not hating it. Okay, using the actual rock as painting on water paper paint was not a good idea. Water painting paper was not a good idea. We took the paint off, but that's all right. I'm just retouching it up now, and it's all right. Like it a lot. Like it a lot. You know how they say, bucket lists, right? I would say this is kind of a bucket list for me, is to paint with the rocks of Redcliffe. I mean, this is a bucket list. You guys are watching me do one of my bucket list paints. Something in that, guys. There's something in that. And what I produce doesn't really matter. It's not about the production. It's more about the action. I'm getting to sit on some driftwood, literally on the beach in Redcliffe, showing strangers, nearly some people are strangers here, from all the way around the world, these beautiful red cliffs of Redcliffe. That's why Redcliffe's called Redcliffe, because of these cliffs. You can see it. There you go. You can't. Those things there. Those are the red cliffs of Redcliffe. we've picked some stones up from behind where we're sitting, and we're painting just for the sheer shake of it. So now I'm going to paint. Now that I've painted some, I don't know if you can see that, guys. Oh, wrong way. Ha, that's the other painting. That's my trees. So now we need to find, okay, what we're going to do is use my other brush that I used for the light one. We're going to use the light. I'm going to wet the paintbrush. Okay, we need some more paint, water. We need some more water. We need some more water. Wet it, and then we're just going to try to dampen that up because we're going to try to do sand on the beach. That is what we're trying to do now. I'm going to paint sand on the beach. Let's see if this works. It'll work. It's got to work, right? Yes, it does work. Okay. All right. What we might do is we might clean this brush. So how do you clean it is basically put a little water in there. You just go like that, squeeze it, and the water comes out. And that's why I wanted to use something to blop it on, whatever. That cleans it. All right. So now we're going to do that same thing again on that same rock. But this time we can wet it and then go like this. There we go. We are now painting sand. This is kind of the colour of sand, really, right? Will this work? I don't know. Let's see. Ready? It's sand. It's sand. I don't know if you can see that. Doesn't matter. It's sand. It's sand. We're painting sand. We're painting sand. This is awesome. Just saved you there, guys. Just saved you. So I have to bury you in there. Actually, you know what I do? I'm going to put the thermos behind you. Don't drop the thermos. Don't drop the thermos. Okay. Get up close and personal now, guys. Just because you want to see all the, nooks and crannies in my mouth. Okay. Get back to this. So I've got lots of water on the rock now. You can see that. Now the paintbrush is green because yesterday the last colour I used was green and I didn't really clean it. So that's why that's like that. But we actually have sand on the beach. We have sand under our tree now. Oh, this is amazing. You know what? My dad would be having an absolute laugh at me doing this. He'd be so proud of me because my dad was a painter. Oh, he was a really good painter. He was a really good artist, actually. And I know he's damn proud of me even picking up a paintbrush and even attempting to paint. He'd be so proud. It doesn't matter about what you paint, right? It's about the action, right? Regardless of if you can paint or not. Debatable if I've actually got talent. Doesn't really matter. It's not the point, right? But the fact that I'm using the Redcliffes of Redcliffe to paint is just, and I've lived here for 43 years, right? I'm pretty much, you can't get much more Redcliffe than me, right? Hey, question, guys. Do you think I would ruin the painting if I put some blue? I mean, obviously, I don't have blue from nature, but if I use some blue paint to do the sky behind my picture, do you think I would ruin my picture? Or should I just leave it as a painting from the earth? What do you reckon? Love to know. What do you think, guys? Should I add some sky to it? Because I really was thinking about doing some sky. I'll show you my sand in a second, guys. Because then I'm going to draw some rocks in the ground. Yes, add blue sky. Okay. Yep. Good. I'm thinking the same thing. me show you what I've got. Sometimes less is more, right? Like makeup, less is more. Okay, that'll do. Okay. Can you see the sand? That is sand. So we'll let that dry. And we're going to use some blue. We're going to use some blue. Actually, I've still got some blue in the palette actually that I didn't clean off yesterday either. So let's just do a bit of that. Okay. I'm singing that song in my head now. Melissa. Do 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 do. Melissa. Okay, we need a bit darker, I think. A bit darker. Bit darker. Oh, whoops. Whoops. I was just thinking, if I'm going to do the sky, I probably should do a bit of green too in my picture. Because there's actually, a bit of, so it makes it look like it's actually a tree, not some weird abstract thing. Because that was the actual idea. All right, let's do some green. Let's stop that for a second. Let's add some green. Nothing like in the middle of your painting to change the whole idea. Let's add some green. So what the green we're talking about is this stuff here. That is what we're trying to do. How do we do that, Dora? I don't know. They're kind of like lines, aren't they? Kind of lines. Probably shouldn't be for that blue. But anyway, that's all right. I'm using green and brown because it's not really very green. It's kind of a greeny brown, right? I think this might be one of these paintings that you need to come back to, paint again, because, like, yeah, I don't know. You'll see in a second, guys. See what I mean? Did I ruin the painting? Maybe. Do I care? Nope. 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 But oh shit. Okay, that's what I've got so far, guys. Debbie Sue's getting some tea. Love to know what tea you're having. Calamine. Calamine, maybe? What is everyone drinking anyway today, guys? I'm drinking tea, obviously. Calamine? Calam Chamomile. Chamomile. My God, chamomile. Got it. Chamomile. Nicholas, you're not working today, mate? Did you end up going to Hong Kong, Nicholas? Nicholas actually missed his plane. He was supposed to be going to Hong Kong a week ago. What happened with that, Nicholas? it a pine needle tree. Is that what they call a pine needle? A pine tree? Yeah, it's a pine needle tree. I've never painted a pine needle tree before, but here we are. Giving it a crack. Oh, ooh, nearly lost you guys. Nearly lost you again. Caught ya. Just caught you in time. Oops. Grabbing you again. Grabbing you again. My passport was in my suit jacket, but missed the flight, went all the way back home. Oh, Shanster. Hey, Shannon, how you going? I didn't even see you there, mate. Have you been there for a while? I missed you. Shannon, I'm having the most fabulous venture. I'm painting this out of the Redcliffe. So see behind me, see that, where am I? See that there behind me? Like right down there? They're red cliffs. That's why Redcliffe is called Redcliffe. And I use the red cliffs to paint. So I painted a tree out of the red cliffs. Now I'm painting the sky, and now I'm painting also the needles. The actual bit of greenage. Why not? Just a bit of greenage. Why not? Just a bit of greenage. So yesterday I went painting and I'm just in the vibe. I'm in the vibe. I should be at home doing something, but I am going to go home so I can do something. I was down this way because I did Pilates this morning. So I thought I would do some painting. Because once I do painting, I feel just so enthused that I just want to do another painting. So here I am, painting. Okay. Not sure I love the greenage, but it doesn't matter, guys. I just said it's not really about what you paint. It's more about just the actual phone. Hold the phone, hold the phone, hold the tripod. Okay. Oh, shit. God damn, who invited the wind, guys? Who invited the wind? All right, I'm going to take this opportunity to have a cup of tea. Mm. Okay, so let me show you what I got, guys. I may have not ruined it with my green painting. My green leaves, they look a bit not so real now. But anyway, that's all right. So what we're going to do, we're going to try to fix it. You know how I said before, less is more? It's less. Less is more. I'm adding more. I'm just adding more. We're just going to add more. We're just going to add more. I'm going to add a little bit of black into the pines, just to, I don't know, make it look so not too green. Okay, that's what we've got so far. All right, we're going to put some stuff on the ground, guys. Now that we're painting, we're going to put some stones and rocks on the ground because there's stones and shells. We're going to put a bit of red shells on the beach. Some red rocks, sorry, red rocks on the beach. Oops, actually, you know what? We don't need to use red rocks. We can use the actual red out of the red out of the rocks. So basically, I just put a bit of water in it, and then, yeah, rock. Then you put it onto your painting. There you go. Then we have red rocks on the ground. All right. I think this is when we say less is more and we stop, Dora. We just stop. Just stop. Actually, no, let's do a bit more blue. Let's do a bit more blue as the sky. Maybe this is one of those paintings that I could come back to and add to later on. Actually, that's not a bad idea. So I was telling you about our friend Evie. Evie is definitely a very good watercolor painter. So Evie's Eden I'm talking about. Debbie Sue. Oh, Pam's there. Hey, Pam. Everyone knows, well, most people know Evie's Eden, but if you want to put someone who wants to put Evie's Eden's link in the chat, so Pam, I'm going to make you a moderator so you can see other people in the chat because there's some actually really nice people here that probably would like to see your channel, actually, Pam. This is Pam, is a lovely lady from, are you from Ontario, Canada? I know you're from Canada. And you've got some great videos at the moment. You're doing a great series, really great series. We were talking last Friday, actually, we were talking last Friday about how basically Pam gave up her teaching role. She was passionate about teaching and she gave up her role because she had she had a shitty principal. Alberta. Okay. She had a really shitty principal. And so Pam talks a lot about life kind of questions to make you think about, your life a little bit. Oh shit, whoops, I didn't mean to do that, guys. Whoops. Okay, just stop for a second, Dora. Stop. I'm just doing something I should have done. Let me just fix something up. So I'm using the red rocks of Redcliffe. So see behind me, Pam, there's some red cliffs behind me. That's why Redcliffe is called Redcliffe. That's where I live in southeast Queensland. It's because the I guess the adventurers back in the day from England came over and said, "Oh, look, those beautiful red cliffs. Let's call it Redcliffe." So I've just used the red cliffs. I've never done this before. I've talked about it for ages to paint a picture. And I'm just fixing up my picture because I just put blue down the bottom where I wanted to put my rocks. And I just need to fix that up now. So I'm literally using the red rocks, the red cliffs to paint my picture. There we go. And I really enjoyed using, it's so pretty, so nice and red. Oops. So nice and red. I even used some yellow from the cliff to make the sand. Then I added some blues and some greens. Okay, but less is more. I was just talking about less is more. But I think this is going to be one of those pictures. I was talking about Evie, and Pam came in, that you can come back to and add some more, some paint to it later on and, add a bit of, whatever you want to do to it. Oops. Oops. You know what I said like 5 minutes ago, Dora? Less is more. That's would have been your time to stop the painting. But no, here you are, painting still with blue. But that's all right. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. That is my painting. Oh, there's my painting. Whoops, wrong painting. That is my painting, guys. The red of the trees and the red of the rocks on the ground and the sand is all from the earth of Redcliffe. I'm pretty impressed with that. I might not be impressed with my needling, my, what do you call them? Pine needles, but that's all right. Doesn't matter. I'm not always impressed with my painting. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. But let me just clean my brush because that's what I didn't do yesterday was clean the brush. Okay, so what you should do, let me get rid of the rocks because you should leave no trace, right? Leave no trace. Leave no trace. Okay, let's clean that out. So what I'm going to do is put a lot of water in the tray and just clean the lid. There you go, that's clean. I'll clean the actual palette top too. Probably should have done that more regularly, but anyway, whatever. That's clean. Clean the other one that's got yellow sand on it. Chuck that away. Then back on top of our other paints. There we go. There we go. So, oh, whoops. Let me show you that again, guys. So that's a wall. That's what I was painting. Pretty much that. And that's what we ended up with. It actually looks okay when you look at it like that. But see what I mean about those needles, those pine needles? They're not easy to paint, right? I don't know exactly how to paint that. But you know what? That's all right. It doesn't matter. So I'm going to quickly buff out for a second, guys. I want to take a photo of that, okay? Take a photo of my yum. Okay, I'll buff out again for a second, guys. I'm just going to take a photo in and finish my macadamia nuts because we are having a picnic at the beach. I'll show you the beach, actually, guys. Half of you guys haven't seen the beach. We are on a beach. Ooh, it's hot. 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 All right. Let me turn you around for a bit. There you go. We are at the beach, guys. So that's the red cliffs of Redcliffe. We had a bit of Redcliffe here, so I use this stuff here to use in my painting. That was my painting. Oops, where's my painting? There's my painting. So yeah, this is where I'm having my little picnic. And out over here is where a lot of people have their houses. A few people have their houses and they have kind of private little beaches here. They're not really private, but because the tide comes up quite a lot here, you can't actually get down here. So as I said, I've lived here for 43 years and I've only been down here a handful of times. This is probably about my third time. So it is pretty cool. So we walked down here trying to find a scope, a place to paint. And we did it, guys. We did our painting. And I just said before that I'd love to come down here at sunrise and do yeah. I said, well, I'd dance down here at sunrise. Woohoo, dancing at sunrise. Anyway, let's have another nectarine. Ooh, guess what we have, guys? I completely forgot. Who would like to hear some steel tongue drum down here? We can do that. Let me get my drum. Got my drum. What a, what a place to do the steel drums, actually. What a place to do the steel drums. All right. Let me set up the camera first. Set up the camera so that A, it's not going to fly away. The camera's like, oops, painting's going to fly away. Don't want the painting to get wet on the other side. It has already got wet. Okay. Need it to like properly dry. So give me a second. Let me just put this down somewhere so it's not going to get. Oh, whoops! I just put it to dry and not fly off. Okay. Steel tongue dump coming up in a second, guys. But I'm just going to have another mandarin. We're having a picnic, guys, right? We're having a picnic. Pam, I was just in Vancouver last week. I took the cruise to Alaska from here. The mountains are stunning. Yes. Well, I'm glad you guys have met. This is why I do put you guys as moderators so that you guys can catch, meet each other. Shannon is one of my awesome friends, Pam. Pam, we made friends literally on YouTube, like I made friends with all you guys. And Shannon said, "Oh, I'm coming to Australia. I'm coming to Brisbane, actually, and that's where you live. We should meet up." I said, "We should." And we did. So Pam, I'm sure you're going to go check out Shannon's channel. So Shanster is Shannon. She's just out of Detroit in Michigan. And we had the best day, didn't we, Shannon? Shannon wanted to see wildlife here in Australia. So I showed her wildlife in Australia. Okay. So Shannon, I wish we were able to do that hike. So when I did my birthday hike last week, that's what I did think of you, Shannon, like I said in my video. You would have loved that hike because I know Shannon loves hiking too. So putting it out there, if you come visit me in Australia, guys, I'll take you hiking. And we'll see wildlife. Don't eat while you talk, Dora. Never ends up well. This mandarin's nice. Very sweet. Mm. I think watching the sunrise here will be spectacular, guys. As I said, you've got to time it well with sunrise, with the tides, because that guy that I just met along the beach before, he said that 9 o'clock was low tide. So that's why he came down here, because obviously about 6 a.m., 6:30 a.m. is when the sun rises. The tide would have been just still going down. Hey, might be able to get through. You never know who you're going to meet on YouTube, hey? Definitely not. So Shannon, Shannon and I are going to do a live stream together on Saturday afternoon for you guys. For Nicholas, it'll be Sunday morning because I want to talk to Shannon about Africa. She's just come back for another trip before she went to Alaska. She's living the life, that girl. She went to Africa, and I'm going to Africa in about 3 months' time, and I just want to talk to her about it. And I've also invited Jazz, so Jazz and you guys can connect too, because Jazz will hopefully be meeting me in Tanzania at the end of my trip. Well, actually, the middle of my trip. But I'm traveling with 3 friends from my high school. So one of my friends is one of my best friends from high school. We've been best friends for a while. I wouldn't say we're best friends anymore, but hey, friendships go through phases, right? And I'm sure when we travel together, we're either going to be best friends or hate each other, or be neutral, right? But I'm traveling with her, another school friend from high school, and her boyfriend or her husband. But I know her husband too. He was from my school too. So we're basically 3 high school friends I'm traveling with. So we end up in Tanzania, in Zanzibar at the end of the trip. And then I hope to meet up with Jazz. Jazz was in Zanzibar at the start of this year, and she loved it. Absolutely loved it. So I'm talking about Jazz Nomad TV. She actually wanted to go back and live there for a year. So, yeah, I want to do a bit of traveling with Jazz. Meet Jazz. I've never met Jazz. Okay. Wipe your hands on your pants. Very picnic-like. Cup of tea. You want to go back to Africa? Hey, meet me back at the end of the trip. And so I'm doing I'll tell you on the live stream what I'm doing with my friends. It's very different to how I've always traveled. I've never traveled like this. I'll tell you all about it on the live stream. So check it out, guys. It's scheduled in my live streams. If you click on, it says notify. If you click on that, it'll tell you the time in your zone. Or catch it on a replay. Okay. And you got to wear crazy glasses. You don't have to if you don't want to, but increases the joy if you're wearing funny glasses. Okay. Actually might use, no. It's be all right. All right. How are we going to do this, guys? That's better. We have a steel tongue drum. Okay. Enjoy, guys. Can you hear that? Debbie Sue, can you hear this? Debbie Sue, I'll send you a pic. No, Debbie Sue's got Dora. I'll send you a pic of me in some crazy glasses tomorrow. Laugh. You are the glasses. What? You are sunglasses, though. They are sunglasses. Okay. I can't read. They are sunglasses. That's fine. Perfect. You can hear it. Excellent. Debbie Sue, can you hear it? Because Debbie Sue loves this. Okay. Enjoy, guys. Hey, Joshua, how are you going? Okay. Just holding onto the tripod, guys, before you fly away. Okay. Can you hear the ocean? Can you hear the ocean? The background when you listen to this? I wish Dora can make that sound sparkly more. Like this? Like that? But Debbie Sue likes it like this. Where's my friend Paul? Paul D Australia. Bring, 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 bring. Paul, where are you? That works sometimes, guys. Joshua, I think you'd love to use one of these. You can buy them. They're not just, you can't just buy them in Australia. I'm sure you can buy them overseas. It's 2 a.m. here, Maria. Okay, Maria, this is going to let you go to sleep. I want to tell you a really nice story. When I first bought this, probably about 2 years ago, I bought it at a clown shop. It sounds funny. Bought it at a clown shop. When I say clown shop, it's one of these kind of shops that I guess clowns or entertainers buy things. Like I bought the poise. Have you seen the poise that they light up and then you can like dance them around? Fire twirling stuff, all juggling things, just all things to like entertain, right? So I think it cost about. This is the smallest one you could buy. I wanted it specifically so I could put it in my backpack and go hiking with it, right? Specifically around rainforests, like waterfalls, and now by the beach, right? Um, anyway, I bought it on the way down to a house sit. So I did a house sit down at a place called Cabarita, which is on just off the border of Queensland and New South Wales. And it was on New Year's Eve 2 years ago. And the next day, on New Year's Day, we met up with Diego's sister. She lives down that way. And they had just had a little girl. So her and her husband and that little girl in her backpack. We went to a waterfall, and it was summertime, obviously, right? So we found a really nice little creek. So the water was running through the rocks, and we all sat there and took time to play the drums while we all sat and just floated in the river. It was so beautiful. So, I mean, obviously, I'm playing this right now, and you're like enjoying the sounds. But imagine if someone was doing that for you, and you were just sitting in like a little river and just floating there with the water cascading through. It's a beautiful thing. So it's got a steel tongue drum. I believe it cost about $120. Quote me on it. It wasn't cheap, but you can buy bigger ones. But I didn't really want to buy a bigger one because, again, I wouldn't be able to transport it, right? I really wanted a little one just to play with. But have you ever seen the pans, the bigger ones? And they're called pans, steel pans, and you use your hand. There's a different kind of sound on them. I'm obsessed. I would like to buy one of them. They are very big, though. You can actually put a bag so you can carry it with you, but it won't fit in your backpack. So stay tuned, guys. I'm probably going to buy myself one of those because even though it's nice to hear the music, it's actually nice to play the music. Mentally, I think it's really, really good for your soul. Do you think your dreams in your head sound like that, Debbie Sue, or only in the movies? Hey, good question. Hey, Master for Heaven. Hello. Joshua, I think I can have beautiful dreams and they can sound like that. Yes, I think you all can. Maria, hopefully you've gone to sleep, but I might cut a bit of this video without me talking in it and post it. Cheers. How fast can you do that? Yeah. But Debbie Sue, she likes this. Soothing. And I get it. Completely different vibe, right? Hope you enjoyed that, guys. I enjoyed it. The sounds of the ocean, the waves kind of coming up and down while I played, that was really special. I've played it in the rainforest in the rain. That was special too. So, guys, I want to say thank you for being here today. I circle back and show you my painting. Okay. So I realise that because I've used the cliff, obviously it's kind of chalky, right? Like, I don't know, it's got residue on it. So I believe I might actually, I have some postcards. Hold on. Some postcards. I'm going to put the postcards there so it doesn't dirty my other painting. There we go. Then we put our paints back into our little plastic bag. Yeah. And that's all you need. And that keeps you out of trouble for a little while. And what a beautiful thing to do, like to go for a hike or go for a walk or just go sit in the park somewhere and paint. And again, it's nothing about being amazing at it. I know that I give myself a bit of shit when I'm painting and I go, oh, that doesn't look good or blah, blah, blah. But, I think I'm learning through this process that it doesn't matter what you paint. It doesn't matter how it looks. It's about the actual action painting, right? To stop, slow down the brain. When you're painting, what you're thinking about is I'm not thinking about you guys. I'm not thinking about how I look or anything like that. Thinking about pen to paper or paint to paper. How's that looking? Paint that little arch there that way. What color should that be? How do I paint that color? Or how do I make that color? Or adding that color to that color? Is it going to rain on me? Am I getting sunburnt? You know, it's quite nice, right? And that's one of the things I said to myself when I was in Bali, that I shouldn't have to go on holidays to paint and feel that joy, right? You can feel that joy at home. I'm 10 minutes away from my house. This is where I live, right? And even without paints, I could have grabbed a bit of cardboard and used the rocks as paint. I could use the rocks on the cardboard and painted. So you don't actually need a lot, right, to have a bit of an adventure. You've got all these things at home, a cup of tea from home, didn't buy anything. So adventures can be free or they can be, not expensive. The world can, the world we live in right now is, filled with a lot of, people that are, suffering quite badly, with depression and anxieties and different kind of illnesses, stemming from mental health. Is it the world we live? Possibly. Like, I'm sure Debbie Sue, sorry, I'm not picking on ages or anything like that, but even myself, like I'm 51 now, when I was 10 years old, I had no idea what depression was. No idea. Most of my friends were running around having a ball, playing on bikes, playing mud pies, playing marbles on the ground, The world we live in now, that 10-year-olds are actually depressed and, questioning the way they look. Should I be male? Should I be female? Making decisions on if they want to wear, what clothes they want to wear. And that's a lot of stuff. That's very heavy stuff. So, you know, we live in a world that's quite sad. And I hate to say that, guys. I love the world we live in, guys. It's the way you look at it, the perspective of how you look at it. But when you do look at it, there's some sad stuff happening around us, right? And it's it's our responsibility to look after our own mental health, understanding that things can happen to us that can affect our mental health. But if nothing's happening to you, give yourself the opportunity to have really good mental health by making life exciting by doing little things that make you happy. Like Debbie Sue yesterday said, one of the things that was making her happy and she was so grateful about was smelling her roses. And she looks at her roses and she smells her yellow roses in her yard, and that makes her happy. She loves her cup of tea. I'm so grateful that I like tea because just to sit here and enjoy a cup of tea, it's a blessing in itself. Okay, I have a few toys. I mean, some paints, and I've got the steel tongue drum that add to the excitement, of course. But they don't cost a lot of money. You don't actually have to take a flight to, Bali to paint from a cafe. You don't need to do that. You can literally have fun in your own backyard or your own suburb, right? You can go to a cafe and paint a tree. Yes, I know I live at the beach, near the beach, and I'm very grateful for that. But individually, all of us live in, if we live in a house, I'm sure. If we're very grateful to live in a house, but we have an opportunity to, it might not be sunny all the time. You can paint a picture. You could, I don't know, just find the joy in something. I guess I think there's so many of us that just don't find the joy anymore. We've lost that fun, that inner child in us. I think I probably found the inner child a little bit too much, but I don't care. I really don't care. I mean, who says that kids are the ones that can only have fun, right? Why can't we have fun? Why can't we dance on the beach? Why can't we? Anyway, the moral of my story is enjoy your life. Find things that you're passionate about, regardless if they're kooky or not. Like I like dancing, right? I mean, hey, is that our friend Lauren? Hey Lauren, how you going? Yes, Dora, why can't we? Exactly right. Why can't we? Like, I mean, I don't know how many times people look at my dancing with Dora and just go, oh my God, girl, go home. Like right now, guys, I don't care what you think about me. I really don't care. I said before that I'd love to come down here at sunrise and dance. Just do a sunrise dance and just feel the sun, right? Do we need the sun? Do we care? Do I have do I have music? But I've got music in my head. Let's dance. I just found something really interesting, guys. I know I'm sidetracked. I was just saying I was just going to do a dance. Oh, shit. Face it. I was here, looking out the ocean, doing my little dance. What is this out here? What is that? What is. Does anyone know what that is? Bill! You don't need music to dance. Bill, how are you, my friend? Take care because I'm going to a nursing home for rehab therapy for 90 days. See where she is at. Oh, Bill, buddy. I've been thinking about you, Bill. I've actually been asking people in the chat if they've seen you lately because I've been worried about how you were. Does anyone know what that is? It's like it might be some kind of platform out there. Like it could be something to do with there's obviously rocks out there. Obviously, you can see there's an island out there. That's Morton Island. So people take the boats. There's a marina on the other side. They come out that way. Maybe that's some kind of marker. Just really interesting. I was just sitting here, while I was doing my little dance. Dancing, 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 dancing. I mean, I've got dancing in my head. I've got music in my head. Look at those red cliffs, guys. Look at those red cliffs. It's amazing. All right. So Bill's got here no insulin for 9 days. My own treatment is working good. Okay. So you've taken yourself off insulin and you're feeling better. Well, be careful. I'm thinking of you, Bill. So when you say you're going to uh, you're going to a nursing home for 90 days for rehab, what does that mean? I mean, I know you're going to a nursing home, but what are you getting rehab from? I guess what I'm trying to say. Is it something to do with the insulin? Have you had an accident? Are you okay? So, guys, I'm packing up. I might actually put you back in the tripod. So I don't actually have to hold you then. Oh, I think we've had fun today. I've had extreme fun. Notice I'm taking my rubbish with me. Leave no trace. That's what they say. Leave no trace. Okay, I can't help myself. I'm going to leave my bag here. No one's going to touch it. Let's quickly go down to. I want to do a jumping for joy under that bridge, under that pier. I've got you in the tripod. We can do that. That is so beautiful. Sorry, dog. I don't mean to get close. Okay, let's make you smaller. No. Ooh, I think the tide's coming up, guys. Because when we walked through here before, we didn't have to, we went around. So the tide is coming up. Ooh, spooky. Okay, be careful, Dora. Oh, see you, Shannon. I'm about to go, guys. I just wanted to do a jump for joy before the jumping for joy. I'll do a jumping for joy and then I'll turn my camera off because I want to do a photo. Ah, here comes someone coming the opposite way around the corner. Like I said, at the start of my live, I came through here one day and I took some really cool photos, but I lost them because I deleted them off my camera. So I wanted to take a photo from up there, looking down there. How cool is that? And do a jumping for joy. All right, so let's set you up. There's my rock I was using for a tripod before. All right, let's see. That's better, guys. All right, I probably should use my back camera too. All right, doesn't matter. All right, take my jumper off. Let's do this. See you guys. Thanks for joining today. Bye. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. I've had, 26 likes. Thank you, guys. See you guys. Bye.